Also likes poking her little sister with pens because she hates her and even admits she wants to hurt her parents. Jean knows they're afraid of her because she's hurt them in the past while they were sleeping. Since then they lock her in her room every night. The therapist wants to discuss what Jean did to her sister, but she refuses to talk anymore. The next morning, Jean is at the table demanding breakfast but nobody comes. Minutes later, she appears eating a bowl of cereal while her clothes are covered in blood. Nearby, her parents are dead on the ground. She doubles check that they're truly gone, then kisses her mother goodbye on the cheek. Next she makes more bread with jam and goes to the basement, which strangely looks like a huge cave. She gives the food to her friend Tony, a humanoid yet deformed being. Jean thinks Tony killed her parents, but he denies it. While Tony eats, Jean announces that since her parents are dead, he can go upstairs and live with her. Now Tony wanders around the house and is amazed by the feeling of the warm sunlight, which he never saw before. Jean takes him to the bathroom and teaches him how to use the bathtub while she puts on her mother's makeup and jewelry. Once again Tony is amazed by the feeling of clean water on his deformed skin. Moments later Tony puts on clean clothes that used to belong to the father and Jean asks him for help to move the bodies. But first Jean wants to prepare a surprise as a final goodbye. Using her imagination, Jean prepares a play for her parents' bodies in the audience. She tells the story of waking up to no breakfast, imagining an audience laughing at her jokes. Then she uses a chain to drag Tony to the stage, announcing he's the killer and that he'll be executed. Tony again denies having killed anyone, explaining he has no memories of his existence before appearing in the cave. Jean makes the crowd vote for his execution and Tony is forced to step on a stool to self-delete. Afterward Tony hides the mother's body under the double bed while Jean happily jumps on it, thinking about teasing his parents with a knife while they slept. Soon Tony brings the father's body to hide it too and he realizes he can't see himself on the mirror, confirming he's the representation of Jean's dark side and she killed her parents last night. Since neither of them can cook, they have cereal and bread with jam for lunch. At that moment someone rings the bell and Jean opens the door to find the mailman. He needs an adult to sign the delivery, so Jean starts calling for Tony to know